Good afternoon, everybody. Larry Brown here at the Aksarben Village location of Rexius Nutrition with your product library Thursday video. And today we're talking with Aksarben manager JD Whitmarsh. JD is new to the team, but he brings a plethora of knowledge base, particularly in the field of athletic training for youth. So what I'm going to do is that I'm just going to turn things over to JD. I'm just going to ask him some questions because parents, if you're a parent of a youth athlete, this video is for you. If you are a youth athlete, this video is for you. We're going to be talking about supplements to help your athletic performance. This can go for youth athletics, high school and collegiate athletics as well, but particularly focused on the youth. So JD, please tell us your expertise in the field of youth training.
Yeah, so currently right now, something that I do on the side is I actually focus on overall youth training as far as sport specific is concerned. What I focus on is I'm actually a strength coach. So as a strength coach for youth athletes, one thing that we do is we prevent them from injuries moving down the road. We also teach them proper techniques, mechanics, but we also harp on nutrition side of things as well too, which a lot of these youth athletes, they really lack in and they just don't really understand it, may not necessarily get the help at home. So we try to do what we can on that. But I've got an extensive background in it. I've been doing the strength coach training side thing for 8+ years now, but really kind of focus more on the youth athlete, high school athlete side of things as well.
Now, as far as nutrition goes, you say that it's one of those things that there's not a lot of support at home with. What are some of the other common things that you see with youth athletes and nutrition is concerned?
Yeah, so a couple things. Number one is hydration. Hydration is very important. I have so many youth athletes that I deal with right now that will come work out with me and we get through our warm-ups and they're drained. I'm harping on them day in and day out. How much water do you drink today? I had like 1 bottle of water. Well, that's not enough. If they're a youth athlete, they need to be drinking 4 to 6 bottles of water a day. It can even be those little 8 or 10 ounces of water, but they at least need to do that to keep properly hydrated. Also too, they get sore a lot. These youth athletes, a lot of them play multiple sports, right? So they're going to have different parts of their body that are sore, and when they're sore, it's not going to make them push as hard, right? So that's where we come into play, Rexius side of things, and my knowledge comes into play where I can help them with their soreness, also help them with their hydration, and over the top, their overall nutrition to help them get to that next level.
All right, now I've leaned on JD's experience to pick out supplements that he feels would be the best for youth athletes. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn it over to JD. He's going to tell us about each product that he selected and the role that each product is selected for. So please, JD.
Thank you, Larry. First and foremost, what I'm going to hit with is actually the Alway. So straight whey protein. The most important part of this product right here is recovery. Not only recovery, but for overall just general health in general. You can use these as like a snack, which is great, but recovery side of things, protein works good for muscle recovery, proper rebuilding of muscle too. Another great thing that this product has in here is essential amino acids. Now, essential amino acids are somewhat newer in the health supplement nutrition side of things. What they work towards is the hydration. I covered hydration earlier. They're going to help with hydration with the muscle form, also the proper rebuilding of muscle. Now, don't get me wrong; it's not going to bulk you up or anything like that. Building muscle is a healthy way to do things, especially for an athlete as well too. So protein is your number one for recovery, overall muscle health. Not only that, it's a great meal replacement as well too, but I recommend our Alway by Allmax. And this is the chocolate flavor, and this is probably our number one selling flavor.
Okay. Now, as far as multivitamins go, where would kids and parents need to go on that?
Yeah, great question there. So multivitamins is probably one of the most important parts. The reason for it is we need to be everyday healthy, right? Our everyday health is very, very important. One big problem I see with youth athletes, young kids, even high school kids. They don't get the proper nutrition they need on a daily basis. They lack a lot. Great thing is we actually have these super gummies for kids by VHI Wellness. Great thing about these is they taste awesome. Kids want them. It's hard to make these kids take these big horse pills or 2 or 3 capsules in the morning. It's hard for them to swallow. These gummies, they taste great. They even taste a little bit better than the fruit snacks the kids like. But just overall, general health, it's great for your vitamin A, your B, your C, your B12 for natural energy. You get your iron complexes in there, you get your calcium complexes in there. You get a little bit of everything that is just going to improve your overall well-being on a daily basis. Now, I also have gummies for adults too.
Gummy Bites,
Yep, Gummy Bites for adults, also by VHI Wellness, as you can see right there. I brought the gummies out too because honestly, I take the gummies. A lot of people take the gummies. I'm 36 years old and I take the gummies. I know adults that take them, but great for the high school kids too. I don't want to leave the high school kids out because they're just as important as the youth athletes are as well too. The younger kids. It's great for high school kids. Pop 1, 2 in the mouth before you go out the door in the morning for school. And guess what? You're going to feel rejuvenated for the whole rest of that day. They also taste really, really good as well too. So please, parents, kids, whoever's watching this, multivitamins and these gummy ones, all of our Rexius Nutrition locations have them. Very, very, very important. Just don't miss doing your multivitamins every day. Promise you won't be sorry.
Now, we were talking a little bit before we started filming, and we got onto the subject of school lunch. Quite frankly, a lot of public school lunches are lacking in things like foods that have antioxidants, phytonutrients, micronutrients, and we have a product for that, and you selected that product. So tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, I'm glad you brought that part up because, again, another very important part. This is called Ideal Greens, okay? So the reason why I chose this product for this presentation today or this discussion that we're having is exactly what Larry said. These school lunches that these kids have at school, they're not the nutritious meals that our kids should be having, especially our student athletes, right? Or our young athletes, whoever it may be. And these Ideal Greens not only do they help with your antioxidant support, they're the superfoods that our body needs. Vitamins, fruits, veggies. A lot of kids have a hard time eating veggies. They just don't like the taste of them per se, right? These greens are awesome. You can mix these with the protein shake. I've got vanilla you can mix these with. You can mix these with, you want to drink Gatorade, cool, throw a scoop of Gatorade in there. But just overall everyday support, like it says on here, on the bottom, it will show you that it actually helps improve your health and immunity. So your immune system, super, super important. Kids don't want to get sick, take these because you're not eating your veggies, right? Another one too is, probiotics for the healthy, the healthy digestion. Digestion is very important. A lot of people, even adults, don't understand how important digestion is. This will help improve your digestion, and improving your digestion will actually help your overall health in general. So at the end of the day, this is honestly a great product. I take it on a daily basis. I have a hard time eating veggies when I need to, or getting my superfoods in when I need to. And I take this on a daily basis, and I can actually tell the difference just on my overall well-being, my metabolism, my mood, everything.
And just to piggyback off the digestion talk, we just did a video a couple of weeks ago harping on some of the digestive supplements we have, because it's not what you eat, it's what you absorb. And if your gut health isn't in check, then you're not going to absorb anything that you eat.
Exactly.
So now we're coming to the part where we need to talk about the parents. There seems to be a disconnect with nutrition and with parents, or particularly nutritional supplements in parents. What do adults need to be concerned about when they come into a supplement store and they're buying things for their kids?
Great question. So this is going to depend on youth athletes, high school athletes, all the way up to college athletes. You know, college athletes can be a little bit different. They're kind of on a different spectrum than the youth and high school kids will be. Okay, because college athletes are on more of the adult side. Okay, so youth athletes, high school athletes, you know, the things to worry about when you walk through the store is one thing I pay attention to is creatine. Now, the reason why I bring creatine up is honestly this fact, is the fact that creatine isn't taken the correct way. It can hinder those kids, especially youth athletes. I wouldn't recommend it for youth athletes just because their bodies are still growing. You know, they're still going through their growth spurts. You just don't want to put that in their body. You know, anything that as a parent you're not 100% sure about, ask questions. Come into our store, ask anybody in our store. We'll help you out with it. If it's something you've seen online and you read, awesome. Come talk to us, because at the end of the day, you know, we're going to figure out what's going to be best for your youth athlete, and we're going to tell them exactly, you know, hey, I don't recommend this. Hey, I recommend this. This is safe for them to take. You know, nothing's going to hinder their growth, their playing sports, whatever it may be.
Okay. Well, that's a lot of information that we threw at you in this little video. JD, thank you for your time.
Thank you.
Again, he is the manager of the Aksarben shop. So if you're a parent or if you're a youth athlete, come on in. Like I said, like I did today, lean on his expertise, ask questions, as well as our other stores in other areas, Maple and West Center Road. So JD, thank you again for coming on to the video. For Larry Brown, for Rexius Nutrition, I'm Larry Brown, Rexius Nutrition Product Librarian, and as always, we will see you on the flip side.